Good morning, boys and girls, and welcome back to the Stinkbugworks. I haven't been here for a while because I've been in a funk, and I'll tell you why I'm in a funk. First and foremost, the weather. It's been raining and wet and just kind of for weeks now, and quite frankly, out here in the unheated Stinkbugworks, it's just not fun being out here. Now, I say it's freezing, and of course, I'm from Southern California, and 50 degrees is freezing. I mean, good God, I have to wear a sweatshirt down here. So, as a result, I've been neglecting a lot of my duties. One of the duties I have been neglecting is one with the laser. Now, I got the laser all set up, ready to go. I got the programming, I got the drawings, I can bring them in, got everything. And somehow, I just cannot get that stupid machine to agree with my origin. I have my drawing, it's this big, here's the plot area, and the machine starts to cut. Well, no, cut over here. You know, I keep crashing the machine. For whatever reason, I'm having a problem with the origins. Now, the programming gives me three choices. I can use absolute coordinates, I can use machine coordinates, or the drawing coordinates. And I've tried them all. And for the life of me, I can't get this stupid drawing registered in there where I can start cutting. So I'm going to move things around and so forth and re-engineer a couple of things. I've double-checked everything. And so the laser is still in the coming online soon stage. So that answers one of my viewers' questions saying, when are the kits for the Atlas going to come out? Well, they're going to come out soon. Speaking of which, remember when I sold off the last of those kits? I made it a challenge. Who could have the fastest? Who could have the coolest? And I was going to give away prizes. I am going to give away prizes and the like. But come on, guys, let's see your builds. Thus far, I have only seen 2. So, if you want some cool prizes, make a video, do some photos, do something. Let me know what you've done with it. One of my viewers asked about speed controls, and he had plugged in his batteries and smoke came out of his speed control. Well, let's talk about speed controls. Speed controls work on a process called magic. What they do when they make these things is, see all these little tiny boxes in here? They pack these little boxes full of magic smoke. And that magic smoke, as long as it stays inside this little box, will make this thing work. You know, the electrons come in here and then they turn to protons and neutrons and morons, and they come out there and they make the motor a Klingon. And so, as long as the smoke stays in the box, everything is good. But if you let the smoke out of the box, if you break the box and let the smoke out, I hate to tell you this, it's not going to work. Now, if you're real good with this stuff, you can replace just that box. But for the cost of one of these things versus the hassle of replacing one of those little boxes, it's just as easy to get a new one. So I feel for you, brother, but if the smoke comes out, this is now a paperweight. Here's some good tips to avoid smoke coming out. Pay extremely close attention to the polarity of the gazinta, the battery that goes into the speed control. It has to be right. Now, some of these speed controls are actually wired to prevent, you from screwing it up. But for the most part, they're not. Pay close attention to that. And then, too, if everything's plugged in, make sure you don't inadvertently short circuit something, just pay attention. These things are pretty foolproof, but if they're going to break, that's how. You get reverse polarity in here and the thing's gone. In just 1/1,000,000th of a second, it's gone. That's about all I have for you guys today. I'll go over a couple of little things, though. Sam and Big B are both working on the jet stepper. I kind of like where Sam's going in that he's made a universal motor mount. I was kind of locking myself into this and those straps, and he couldn't find them. And they're easy to find. You just got to look in a different place. But I like his idea of the universal motor mount. The whole point of doing those clamp was so it didn't make it impossible to get at these screws. But if the motor mount itself is removable, it's easy to put these screws in and then put the motor with the motor mount into the boat. So that works. And then lastly, a long time ago, you remember, I was thinking of using this boat as a jet, and then I've since canceled that idea. And I said, oh, what the heck, I'll just drill some holes in it and see. I see a lot of guys trying to drill holes, and they fight around with it. Here's a little secret I have found that really helps. A tapered rat tail file and run it in reverse. That way it doesn't want to climb into the hole. It wants to push itself out of the hole. So you have good control, and you can enlarge the hole from this rather small to this rather large diameter. And that's what I did here. And then this transom's real thick. You can see it's about a 1/4 inch thick. So that's what I did. I started with this. Did you like that? Was that loud? And that drills through it, and then I can start grinding in there to open up the flood chamber. But that's a fun way to open up holes. So that's about all I have for you today. Wanted to tell you why I haven't been putting anything up, because I've just been in a funk. It's cold, it's wet, and I can't talk to my computer, and so I got frustrated and said, I'm going inside where it's warm. So I'm going to come back out and fight this. We're going to have some clear weather soon. I hope to run the TunnelJet. I like to see there's a couple prototypes going. The information that Big B and Sam will give me will be absolutely instrumental. I'll incorporate that into the final design so that you don't have to make big adjustments to get everything right. You can make little small adjustments, because I'll have you real close to being perfect from the get-go with these two guys helping. So there you go. Now that's it, and I can jet out.